Hi, my name is James Cook, and today I will be doing a video on how to install Linux Maya Mint. First thing you want to do is click on New. I'm using VirtualBox to do this installation, so you'll click New. You will give it a name. I'll just name it Linux. Type Linux version. I will go down and pick Other Linux because I don't see the operating system that I'm doing listed. I'm sure there's one that could work, but for this demonstration I'm just going to use Other Linux. I'm going to give this just a tad bit more memory. Okay, I'm going to create a virtual hard drive. And this information is specific for VirtualBox. If you were doing this on, like, say, a new installation or a computer that you were overriding an older an older operating system, then this would be completely different, and it would be less steps involved. But this does give you the general concept of how to install this distribution. Okay, I have Linux, and then I'm going to click Start. Here I'm going to select where I want to get my operating system installation file from. I have downloaded the Linux Mint Maya DVD from their website, which is listed in my paper, and I'm just going to click this file and hit open, and then click Start. Now the installation is going through the process of loading up all the stuff to get this operating system started on the install. It's a live DVD, so basically it can run without being fully installed to a hard drive. It can be ran from the DVD. One keynote about that is that you can run this type of setup, or this type of DVD process installation, from an external hard drive that can be carried with you anywhere, which makes it really cool. I just thought that was a good point to put out there. Okay, the next thing we want to do is we want to install Linux Mint, so we will double click this icon. Okay, the first screen that you're going to see here is a welcome screen. It's going to give you an option of which language that you are most comfortable with. I'm going to select English and continue. The next screen that comes up is going to be a resource screen, or basically is what the best things that this thing needs in order to install. Has at least 5.3 gigabytes available space, and as you can see, it is a check mark and is connected to the internet. These are requirements to continue on from here. So we'll click continue. Okay, this next step, for the purposes of this, we're going to go with erase disk and install Linux Mint. One thing to mention though is that this something else here will allow you to install to an external drive, which will give you essentially a mobile copy of Linux if you have an external hard drive. It's really cool. It's really great. I've used it in this fashion. There are some steps in here that require a little more experience than just the average user. Creating partitions, and certain sizing restrictions within this option could get you into somewhat of a redundant circle where, you know, if it's not just right, it could be an issue. But that being said, for the purpose of this video, we're going to go with erase disk and install Linux. The next thing is going to tell you which drive you're using. For the video, it's going to be the VirtualBox hard disk. If this were a new computer, it would be the hard disk that is in that computer. And we will click install now. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to go with the East Coast. Okay, the next step is going to ask what type of keyboard that you have. You can click US and go with the standard US keyboard, or you can click the tech keyboard layout. Either way will work. We're going to go with the English. Okay, the next step is, you know, this is similar to any operating system, letting it know what you want, your name, your computer's name. I'm just going to go with some random stuff here. And click continue. And that is the end of the installation. You need to restart now to get the full effects of the distribution. This concludes the installation of Linux Mint Maya Edition.